Tensions are soaring in the South China Sea. The Philippines has just completed its longest military runway on a fiercely disputed island, right in territory claimed by China. This move directly challenges Beijing's dominance. Manila is no longer backing down. By upgrading its outpost, the Philippines asserts its presence in a forceful way. Confrontations at sea are escalating, raising the stakes. This single strip of pavement represents a nation's struggle for sovereignty. The project was an immense undertaking. Engineers transformed a short, dilapidated dirt strip into a modern concrete runway, the longest the Philippines operates outside its mainland. Now, the island can accommodate the country's largest military and civilian aircraft, including heavy-lift transports and fighter jets. Before, only small planes could land, limiting resupply and power projection. With the new runway, supplies, equipment, and personnel can flow steadily to the island. The outpost is now a forward operating base, extending the military's reach deep into disputed waters. The project faced constant challenges, including the presence of Chinese maritime militia shadowing supply ships. Yet, the work continued. The result is a powerful statement. The Philippines is investing in its defense to protect its territory. For those living on the island, the runway brings security, faster medical evacuations, and reliable delivery of essentials. It's not just a military asset, it's a lifeline. The runway strengthens the resilience of the small Filipino community on this contested island. Their presence, now more sustainable, is key to the Philippines' claim. Thitu Island, or Pag-asa, holds deep historical and symbolic importance for the Philippines. It's the largest Philippine-administered island in the Spratlys and the only one with a civilian population. The small town of Calayan, established in the 1970s, serves as the administrative center for the country's claims. For decades, fishermen and military personnel have embodied the nation's sovereignty here. The Philippine flag has flown over Pag-asa since President Marcos Sr. established a garrison in the 1970s. The island's name, Hope, reflects the nation's determination to secure its maritime entitlements. Pag-asa is more than a military outpost. It's a functioning community with a town hall, school, and health center. Civilian life, children, elections, daily routines strengthens the legal and moral claim to the island. The government encourages civilians to live here, reinforcing the claim. Life is challenging and isolated, especially under the shadow of China's growing military presence. Residents have watched as China built massive artificial islands nearby. The most imposing, Subi Reef, is a major Chinese base just 14 nautical miles away. From Pag-asa, China's structures are visible on the horizon. They serve as a constant reminder of the contested nature of these waters. The new runway is just one part of a broader upgrade on Thitu Island. A new aircraft hangar now protects planes from the elements and allows for on-site maintenance. This means fighter jets and patrol planes can be stationed on the island for extended periods. A modern air traffic control tower, equipped with advanced radar and communications, manages increased air traffic and enhances maritime domain awareness. Operators can now monitor air and sea movements over a wide area, tracking foreign vessels and aircraft. Naval facilities are also being improved. A new pier allows larger Navy and Coast Guard ships to dock directly. Previously, resupply was slow and dangerous. Now, it's faster and safer. These upgrades, runway, hangar, control tower, and pier, create a comprehensive strategic hub. Thitu is no longer just a symbolic outpost. It's a capable military and logistical base. It can support sustained air and naval patrols, humanitarian missions, and disaster relief. Most importantly, it acts as a deterrent, signaling the Philippines' readiness to defend its interests. The island's transformation is a clear message to any potential aggressor. The Philippines is here to stay. Thitu Island's strategic importance is undeniable. Physical presence, boots on the ground, planes on the runway, sends a message that diplomatic protests cannot. The new facilities amplify the Philippines' commitment to its claim. This counters China's gray zone tactics and allows for rapid response to harassment of Filipino fishermen. The island now serves both military and civilian purposes, providing security and a sanctuary for those who depend on these waters. The development is about national pride and self-determination. The 2016 arbitral ruling gave the Philippines a legal basis, but enforcement requires willpower. The new runway and facilities are the physical manifestation of that will. Thitu stands as a symbol of a nation defending its rights. The Philippine upgrades are a direct response to China's massive island-building campaign. Over the past decade, Beijing has transformed at least 7 reefs into militarized fortresses. These artificial islands feature runways, hangars, missile systems, and powerful radars. China's bases form a strategic triangle, allowing control over the South China Sea's sea and airspace. The scale is staggering: sprawling military complexes, naval ports, and intelligence facilities. These are not just defensive, they support offensive operations and a long-term military presence. China enforces its expansive 9-line claim from these bases, despite international rejection. Subi Reef, just miles from Thitu, is a constant source of tension. Its radars monitor all activity on and around Thitu, keeping the Filipino outpost under permanent threat. The standoff is tense and unstable. The new runway boosts Philippine capabilities, but also raises the risk of military accidents. The skies and seas around the Spratlys are crowded with Chinese and Philippine aircraft and ships. With no established protocols for de-escalation, a simple error could spark a crisis. Naval encounters are tense, involving dangerous maneuvers and aggressive challenges. More ships and planes mean higher chances of collision or escalation. The South China Sea is a vital shipping lane. Instability here threatens global trade. Regional nations watch nervously, fearing conflict and rising military spending. The atmosphere is one of distrust and anxiety. The Philippines is not alone. Its moves are backed by a revitalized alliance with the United States. The Mutual Defense Treaty has been reaffirmed, covering armed attacks in the South China Sea. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, the U.S. has access to key Philippine bases, especially in Palawan. These are not new American bases, but shared facilities for prepositioning equipment and rotating troops. Upgrades at Antonio Bautista Air Base in Palawan allow both nations' aircraft to operate closer to disputed waters. Joint military exercises, like Balikatan, have grown in scale and complexity, preparing for potential conflict. This close collaboration builds trust and ensures seamless cooperation if the treaty is invoked. The U.S. presence sends a powerful signal of commitment to Philippine security. The Eagle has returned, its shadow looming large over the region. Together, the Allies present a credible deterrent. South of Palawan lies Balabac Island, now home to another critical U.S.-Philippine project. Its position overlooking the Balabac Strait, a vital choke point, makes it strategically invaluable. A new naval base and airfield are being developed here, allowing monitoring and control of maritime traffic. The base serves as a forward staging area for operations in the South China Sea and southern Philippines. The airfield will support patrol aircraft, helicopters, and drones for persistent surveillance. Combined with upgrades in Palawan and Thitu, Balabac creates a multi-layered network of sensors and response. This network covers the Philippines' western maritime frontier. These sites are not just about defense, they're part of a broader U.S. strategy for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Dispersed, resilient basing options make the U.S. military less vulnerable. For the Philippines, this cooperation is a credible deterrent against Chinese aggression. It's a partnership born of necessity. Regional stability depends on it. The new runway on Thitu Island. China's island fortresses and a renewed U.S.-Philippine alliance have pushed the South China Sea into a new, dangerous era. The region is now a checkerboard of military outposts, each side ready to react. While upgrades are meant as deterrents, they could trigger escalation. The risk of miscalculation is high. A single incident could ignite a conflict with global consequences. A war here would disrupt trade and likely draw in the United States, pitting nuclear powers against each other. The stakes could not be higher. As of October 10, 2025, the South China Sea is a sea of uncertainty. The world watches and hopes for peace.